One thing I do know about Hollywood, they play it safe, and they're not as willing to take chances, and they're not as creative as we think they are.
One thing from the outside looking in is that Tony has all these things. Where's the TV show?
Right.
Why no TV show? What is happening? I'm sure you've gotten those questions.
Right.
But from your perspective, like, what do you think is happening? Because to me, I'm looking at this guy that has everything. From the outside looking, he has everything, but what's going on with the industry that they're not, hey, you get your TV show. You just had and I'll double down, you had a moment on Lil Rel's show.
Yeah.
And you put a clip in, people loved that, what was it, 5 seconds?
Yeah. It was the Carmichael show.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
Carmichael show.
And you know what it is? It's like I tell people, they be like, where's your Netflix special? Where's your TV show? That's on them. Because one thing I do know about Hollywood, they play it safe, and they're not as willing to take chances, and they're not as creative as we think they are. Mm-hmm. So what it is, back in the day, they were giving cats real chances out here. Red Fox, the Jeffersons, like they were taking real chances and real risks, and people didn't have to look a certain way. They didn't have to. It was just whatever they were feeling, they would put it out there and see what happens. And I feel like they lost that later in the game. We're looking for the next, or they always looking for the next, whoever's hot at the time, rather than just finding a gem and
That's crazy. It's just crazy to me, man. And I hope whoever has some type of influence in getting you those TV shows is hearing that. But I think it's just kind of out of pocket, because you have time and time again, at least from what I'm seeing, have proven yourself that you have an audience, you have a demand.
Right.
How many followers do you have now on Instagram?
It's like 2.5.
2.5, and no push is independently done.
Yeah.
Consistently puts out content, consistently shows that people love your work. Mm-hmm. So it's questionable, even as a businessman. I'm like, okay, why are you not putting your money behind this guy? So I'm just my own perplexed of like, it doesn't make sense to me.
It's really on them, because people, I've been pitching the TV show here recently, and it's just like I don't think they fully get it. Like they say they get it, but they don't fully get, what it is. Yeah, they know about the voiceovers, but they don't know about.
Have there been attempts to try to produce stuff around the voiceovers?
People come in and then they fade out, or they try to overthink it and overproduce it, and then they fade out. So it's just like, and what I keep telling them is, you don't have to put all this extra stuff into it. You don't have to overproduce it. You don't have to put in all this remixes. People enjoy the simplicity of these voiceovers. Yeah. Like, you don't have to overproduce. Less is more. I'm a firm believer in less is more. Yep. Like, I feel like, you don't have to put all this money into it. It could be super simple. People just get on their phone at night and look at the videos. I do these videos on my phone. I'm not in here on the computer editing and bringing in special effects. I'm on the phone. I look at the video. I see what's going on in the video, and then I do commentary, or I just do the voiceover, and that's it. Yeah. And people love it. They watch it before they go to bed. So it's just like, you don't have to overthink the creative process here. Yeah. All we need is video, and I'm gonna come up with the stuff on the fly. Yeah.
So how does that relationship look now with Hollywood? It doesn't seem like you're waiting on it, or do you kind of, because you built this audience, I'm sure that you're being able to monetize the moves that you're making now. Mm-hmm. Because I think people are kind of like not so pressed about it as it used to be in the past.
Yeah, because I'm not pressed at all, because my revenue comes from my stand-up. Mm-hmm. Like, 90% of my income is stand-up based, or it's, me working with Kev on stage, or it's me doing a podcast or my YouTube content. I don't get paid for voiceovers. Gotcha. So my revenue comes in, because it's all like, I'm still pretty much underground. Like, the stuff I do is just underground. Yeah. What I'm doing is, it's great, but this is what I really do. And so, because those videos, I don't know who owns the videos, so I'm not trying to get paid off those videos, because then I'll be in the hot tub on that. So
it makes me think. I wonder what the business person in me is like, what do we have to do?
Right.
Do we have to license these things? And then,
and that's the thing that can be done. License the videos and then I can put something on it. And it's something we've been working on.
Okay.
It's something we were actually doing with Kev on Stage Studios before my son passed.
Gotcha.
And so when that happened, I was just like, I'm taking everything off my plate except for stand up.
Gotcha.
And so, so as far as my revenue now is these stand-up tours, my music my stand-up on audio platforms, these different streams of income are pretty much stand-up based.
Gotcha.
And I'm my own marketing team. So it's just it's all in-house.
And you're content?
Yeah, I'm not pressed. Let me put it that way. I'm not pressed for Hollywood to notice me now or Netflix or whoever because I'm able to make a living still doing the stand-up, still throwing out the content, but I'm comfortable to where it's like, all right, I'm not at the mercy of any deal that comes my way or anything that comes my way. I can be like, no, I'm good if I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
And, because the end game for me is, well, like a sitcom, only to put people at the comedy shows. I would love a sitcom. Let's say it lasts 5, 6 seasons. We get 100 episodes. We get syndicated. And then I can fill up comedy clubs for years on the strength of that. That's like a dream of mine. It's just like, I can just post one flyer and sell out the club. And I'm just like, this is good right here.